5G will change a lot of things. Spark believe it will bring a fundamental shift to the way we do business. I'm David Ferrier, and I'm talking to innovative New Zealand companies about the ways they see 5G benefiting their business and how it will give them an edge. Michael.
David.
Welcome to my driverless car.
Wow.
This driverless car is a bit of a metaphor for the future. What would Paymark's driverless car be?
We're looking to revolutionise the way that Kiwis pay.
Tell me more.
Well, 30 years ago we developed FPOS, and now we're ready to take it to the next level. What we're doing now has got to be 10 times better.
Sounds good to me. Strong mo, by the way.
Thanks.
So we're at Paymark HQ where the magic happens.
Yep.
What is that magic?
So the magic that happens here is basically keeping the FPOS network up and running 24/7, 365 days a year.
Do you think people don't appreciate that enough? We're so used to it, you know?
If you've lived in New Zealand all your life, you just think this was just how it is. But if you go throughout the world, it's not. You know, you've gone from cash, then you had ZipZap, and then the first...
I remember the ZipZap. Sure.
Yeah, ZipZap, and then checks, and then you've got the first sort of FPOS machines. Fast forward 30 years, we've got new technologies coming through, and now it's about... we're basically creating the future of payments for New Zealand. Working with Spark, we can get access to 5G Lab. We can actually get in there in a real environment and see how 5G will enable us to build the future of New Zealand's payment infrastructure.
So what's the next thing?
So in a future state, you could be paying for goods and services using your face.
I personally am very keen on anything that gets me away from that moment where you put your card there and then you've got this weird 2-second gap where you're trying to make conversation.
Yeah, please.
But it's not long enough to properly make conversation, so sometimes you just sort of stare somewhere else. Getting rid of that is great. So essentially all the processing is being done in the cloud, so 5G can get that information out there super quick. It's analysed, it's processed, and it's back down there on Earth again.
Absolutely. So that's where we see 5G playing a role. It also allows the hardware that we're looking at within some of the retail stores to be a lot more cost effective and a lot smaller.
This here that we're looking at now is like a very early kind of test as you figure out this facial recognition system.
That's right. So what we've got here is a prototype system. And it doesn't need to look good because it's just here in our office, but it does need to work. Using facial recognition for payments, there's no room for error. You know, we can't have a situation where you're mistaken for somebody else.
No, it's my Louis Theroux problem that
Exactly,
I keep thinking
yeah,
about, where if Louis walks in, I don't want him. Well, I actually don't mind if he pays for my stuff.
It would be good for you, but not so good for Louis.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, so Ming makes sure that that's not possible.
Okay. So with this facial recognition, potentially in the future, it will know that you are Michael.
That's right.
And then if you pop these on, it'll sort of be going, you are Michael.
That's right.
Really? So it's just going to pickle that up?
We hope so. We've got to find out, so...
How about the scenario here? We'll take these glasses off. How about if you sort of walked into something like this? Would it cope with that sort of scenario, do you think?
Well, I don't think, Ming, we've tested this one, but maybe
probably if you walk into a store like that,
as long as you can see my eyes, it's possible. But
Is that the key thing? Because when I look at you now, I think key features, I think eyes and moustache.
Yeah, so the camera is actually picking up hundreds of micro points all around your face.
Right, so even if I took your moustache and placed it on my face, it would still know it's not you, it's me.
That's right, yeah, that's correct.
What was your aha moment with this?
I just happened to read an article about 5G and started thinking about it, and sort of a light bulb went off in my head, and I thought we could plug 5G into our system and it could do away with a lot of the hardware and get rid of all those wires and make it easy to install and run for a merchant. And what we're hoping to find out when we get into the Spark 5G lab is that we can shrink the connection down to a small wireless device that's communicating up with the cloud via 5G. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff here sitting on the counter. We can see a future where there's a simple POS system, and we've got a small camera up here on the wall connected live into a 5G network in the future, and that would just be sending signals straight up to the cloud.
And that's it?
And that's it.
I don't need to hand over cards, I don't need to hand over cash.
That's right.
My face is the payment.
Correct.
5G. As we've seen, it has the potential to be transformative, not just for Paymark, but for business in general. Hopefully it's got you thinking about the opportunities 5G presents for your business and asking this one simple question: what's your driverless car?